Marlene Keys is here. Marlene is a certified law of attraction trainer. First of all, welcome.
Thank you.
What is a law of attraction trainer?
What I teach people that what we think about matters, that your thoughts are important, that your thoughts are actually energy and they are strongly correlated to what's showing up in your life.
Yeah, you know, people, it's an overused phrase that came along at some point, but the power of positive thinking, and I know that's something that is important to what you do, right?
Yes, yes.
And I think it's important to how people make their way through life.
Absolutely, and you know, it was a bit of an aha moment for me not that long ago when I realized that a lot of what we do is based on action oriented. We think that if we want to lose weight, we need to eat less and exercise more. If we want a better job, we need to move jobs. And while action is important, action without thinking about your mindset or what you're thinking and feeling, when you combine the two, when I figured that out, I was like, wow, this is powerful. I've got to teach this to other people.
I know you were interested in our conversation about, you know, bosses' favorites and that sort of thing, but that's all connected.
Absolutely.
In how you present yourself.
Absolutely.
How you think about yourself and what you do, right? And how you portray that, correct?
Absolutely. And, you know, I'll often coach people who are in a job situation that they don't like. The worst thing you can do is complain about that job.
Absolutely.
Because if you complain about that job, that's going to hold you apart energetically from trying to find a better job.
Yeah. And doesn't it make it worse?
Absolutely.
Complaining about the situation you're in if you don't like it
yes.
makes it worse because it compiles, it adds on to what you think about where you are, right?
The definition of law of attraction states that whatever you're giving your attention or your energy or your focus to, you're going to get more of it.
Yeah.
And you say, well, that's pretty sweet, but I wasn't quite finished the sentence, whether positive or negative.
Right.
And that's the key.
Either
and sometimes
way.
we think we're being positive about something, but we're really focused on the lack of it. Like, I hate this job.
Yeah.
My body, it's so uncomfortable, it's so overweight.
Right.
And when we all do that, it's a natural tendency.
Easy to do.
It's easy to do. But it just takes a slight awareness and a slight flipping or reframing, I like to say, of the way you're viewing the situation.
Right, right.
It's like working a muscle.
I think that takes a bit of training. You know what I mean? Yes. And that's why you have workshops. You've got one coming up this weekend, for example.
Yes, I have a workshop this Sunday, which is, it's a short workshop, Kurt. It's just an introduction to law of attraction. So how does it work? What's it all about? And actually how to stop attracting negative things in your life.
Yeah.
Because you can't get the good stuff if you're still attracting some of the negative things.
Do a lot of people call you and say, is this a dating service?
No, no, but you know what, a lot of people call me and say, do you actually have bad things that happen in your life? I get that question a lot.
Right.
I say, of course I do, but the more I understand it, the more I'm able to work with what's happening in my life and turn it into something more positive.
You know, you talk about law of attraction, and as it, you know, it involves various aspects of your life, and I mentioned dating and so on, but it's true to that too, is it not?
Absolutely.
And the people you attract to yourself and the relationships you end up having?
The people that you attract are often a reflection of the way you feel about yourself. So if you're having problems with your mate, or you don't have one and you want to attract one, the best thing to do, if you're having problems with your mate, the best thing to do is start making a list of all the things you appreciate about that person. Right? Like attracts like.
Negativity, in my book, no matter what you're talking about, is a killer.
Yes.
It's, you know, it really brings down whatever aspect of your life you're talking about.
And it's the missing piece of the puzzle. As I said, like if you're talking about weight loss, if you're talking about career, relationship, skill set is important. You got to take action, but when you combine it with mindset, wow, you've got a powerful combination.
Marlene, how do we find out more information?
You can visit my website at keys2lawofattraction.com.
Right.
Keys2lawofattraction.com. And I'd love, you can go on the website, you can find out about my workshop this Sunday.
Perfect, yeah.
I'd love to have people join me.
There's another one coming up in February.
Yes, I have another one a couple weeks after that's a full day. So if you really want to understand this and become a deliberate attractor, the full day course is for you.
I like the whole thing. Thanks for coming by.
My pleasure.
I'll see you at the dog park.
Absolutely.